This is 外国語で楽しもう Episode 7。これから質問を表示します。その後3分聞かけてその質問を外国語で書いてください。最後に3分聞かけてその質問に対する答えを書いてください。I'll display a question.Then you have 3 minutes to write the question in a foreign language. Lastly, you have 3 minutes to write your answer to the question. 各エピソードは4つの質問と1つの質疑応答セッションで構成されています。Each episode consists of 4 questions and 1 Q&A session. さあ、始めましょう! Let's begin! The first question of this episode is 私の息子はよく本を読みます。あなたはこの文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。私の息子はよく本を読みます。あなたは How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？For me, I'm going to use Chinese. 中国語を使います。あなたは How about you? Oh, Takesh! Thanks so much for joining tonight's show.My son reads a lot. How about you? Fantastic. K-Workshop. My son often reads books. How about you? Great. Thanks for joining tonight's show, K-Workshop. Okay, so in Chinese, 我的儿子常常看书你呢? Okay, I tried Chinese. It's not easy. Okay. All right, so that's my answer in Chinese. Takanona, thanks for joining tonight's show. My son reads books a lot. How about you? Great. Very nice. So, yeah, all 3 sentences in English are all great and a little bit different, but all of them are okay. There's often, many ways to say a sentence. My son reads a lot. My son often reads books. My son reads books a lot. all 3 are great. Great sentences in English. I don't know if my sentence is great in Chinese or not, but maybe, hopefully, I hope. All right. If you're just joining tonight's show, please, you're welcome to join us in the chat. You can try to say this question in a foreign language. 私の息子はよく本を読みます。あなたは? Okay. So if you're still typing, please continue and you can share your answer anytime. All right. So now, 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。私の息子はよく本を読みます。あなたは How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか？ Alright. In Chinese, I would say 我不常看书你呢？All right, looks like I missed K Workshop's answer. Looks like K Workshop said, I don't read books very often. Nice. And Takesh says, I also read a variety of books almost every day. Wow. And my answer was, 我不常看书 Nina, which means I think it means I don't often read books. How about you? So yeah, for me, I don't often read books, but I don't often read books. I don't read books very often. Okay too. Takanona says I read 1 book a week. Wow, that's great. In Japanese, I would say for me, よく本を読みませんが、もっと読みたいです。あなたはSo I don't often read books, but I want to read more. How about you? That's what I would say in English and Japanese. But as for me, I don't know how to say I want to read more in Chinese, so I can't. Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your answer to this question anytime. Now, let's move on to the second question of this episode, which is 今週何かしたいことはありますか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。This is one of my favorite questions. And, favorite kind of conversation style questions. 今週何かしたいことはありますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ Alright, this time I'm going to try to use Italian. Alright, K Workshop says, is there anything you'd like to do this week? Nice idea. Perfect English. Great. That's one way you can say this question in English. In Italian, Italia go de vorresti fare qualcosa questa settimana? And that's just, that's one way you can say this question in Italian. Vorresti fare qualcosa questa settimana? Konshu nani ka shitai koto wa arimasu ka? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? All right, Takanona says, is there anything you want to do this week? Nice question. Akesh, what would you like to do this week? Great. Now again, we have 3 different styles, but all styles are great. If you're watching the show and you have an idea, please share your idea in the comments. I'm studying Chinese, Italian, German, and Spanish. If you can use one of those languages, that would be great for me. But if you use English, I'm an English teacher, so I can check your English sentences. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. Ima. A workshop says, I'd like to modify my course this week. Wow, that's great. Why don't you please explain more? How would you like to modify your course this week? Okay, so この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。So I want to, one thing I want to do, one thing I'd like to do. Okay, sentences in English. All right, for me, I'm right. Vorrei andare a palestra 4 volte questa settimana. E tu? Oh, wow, I missed that. Okay, so, I know, that's okay. Okay. So,今週はジムに4回行きたいです。あなたは? So I wrote, for me, I want to go to the gym 4 times this week. Or I'd like to go to the gym 4 times this week. How about you? 今週何かしたいことはありますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? All right, K Workshop says, I want to make the course more challenging. I want to increase the angle of the jumping ramp. Nice. Great. Very nice explanation. I think the most simple answer to this question would be like, no, there's nothing I want to do this week. It's kind of a sad answer, but easy one. All right, Takesh says, this week is my wife's birthday, so I'm thinking of buying a cake. Nice sentence. Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your answer to this question in the chat or in the comments anytime. All right, now let's move on to the third question of this episode, which is, 最近何か面白いものを買いましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you... Oh no. Sorry. This is a little bit mistake. So, how would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。最近何か面白いものを買いましたか？ Okay, so this time I'm going to use German. ドイツ語. Alright, K Workshop says, did you buy anything fun recently? Nice idea. Alright. Haben Sie in letzter Zeit etwas Interessantes gekauft? That's how I would say this question in German. Haben Sie in letzter Zeit etwas Interessantes gekauft? How about you? 最近何か面白いものを買いましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? Alright, Takanona says, have you bought anything interesting recently? Nice. Yeah, it's always, with omoshiroi in English, you can translate omoshiroi as interesting, or as funny, or fun. So, fun or funny, interesting. So sometimes it's a little hard to translate omoshiroi because you don't know. Does someone do they mean interesting, or do they mean fun or funny? Could be, it's case by case. All right.最近何か面白いものを買いましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You can use English, Chinese, Spanish, German. Anything is okay. 何でも大丈夫です。Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue and you can share your idea for how to say this in a foreign language anytime. All right, let's move on. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。最近何か面白いものを買いましたか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? In German, I would say, Ja, ich habe einen American Football gekauft. Und du? Which means, yes, I bought an American football. How about you? All right, Takesh says, yes, I bought a Transformers figure that transforms. The transformation mechanism is really cool. Nice. Okay, Workshop says, no, I didn't. How about you? Anything special? Great question. So, yeah, no, I didn't is okay. It's a good answer. You could also say no, nothing in particular or nothing special. How about you? Anything special? Because, maybe you bought some things, but not, maybe not something interesting or funny or fun. I think my new ball, I bought an American football. So you can throw the football and catch. It's really fun. So fun and interesting, I think. All right, Takanona says, I recently bought tickets to a rugby match. Wow, that's fun and interesting. Great. Yes. All right. Well, if you're still typing or still thinking, please continue, and you're welcome to share your answer to this question anytime. Okay, well, now let's move on to the last of my questions for this episode. Question number 4, which is, 今年の夏、高島屋ビアガーデンに行くのを待ちきれない。あなたはこの文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今年の夏、高島屋ビアガーデンに行くのを待ちきれない。あなたは? How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? All right. I'm going to try to use Spanish this time. Tengo muchísimas ganas de ir al jardín cervecero de Takashimaya este verano. ¿Y tú? Cervecero. All right, Takanona says, I can't wait to go to the Takashimaya Beer Garden this summer. How about you? Nice. Nice answer. Okay, I wrote my answer. Tengo muchísimas ganas de ir al jardín cervecero de Takashimaya este verano. ¿Y tú? Which has the, oh no. Okay, Workshop said, no, I'm sorry, it's good meaning, right? I'm not able to wait going to the Takashimaya Beer Garden this summer. Oh, funny. I'm not able to wait. Usually people say, I can't wait. And then after wait, to do something. So I can't wait to go. I'm not able to wait to go. It's okay, but usually people will say, I can't wait. And so I can't wait. Sometimes people say, I'm dying to go to the Takashimaya Beer Garden this summer. How about you? So yeah, great, good answers, nice work. Okay, so 今この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今年の夏、高島屋ビアガーデンに行くのを待ちきれない。あなたは How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? Por supuesto. All right. Okay, Workshop says, me neither. Nice one. Hey, if you want to, you could add an exclamation point. Me neither. Takesh says, me too. Please invite me again. Definitely. Definitivamente in Spanish. In English, definitely. I will definitely invite you again. All right. I'm going to finish my answer in Spanish. También tengo muchísimas ganas de ir al jardín cervecero de Takashimaya este verano. Okay. Hey, Hybrid. Thanks for joining tonight's show. Hey, Hybrid says, that sounds nice. Okay, Takanona. That looks like French. I'm guessing me too. Nice answer. Oh no. Okay, so I did my answer was definitely using a lot of Spanish. Por supuesto, también tengo muchísimas ganas de ir al jardín cervecero de Takashimaya este verano. Of course, I also can't wait to go to the Takashimaya beer garden this summer. Okay, so great job. Nice work. So now, Ima, it's Q&A time. So, チャットではどの言語でも質問できます。You can ask questions in the chat with any language you want. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right. For example, you might ask some questions about this summer, next week, this coming week, or recently. Anything is okay. 何でも大丈夫です。チャットではどの言語でも質問できます。You can ask questions in the chat with any language you want. I have about 3 minutes left. Simple questions are okay. One of my, very simple but very useful question in English is like a tag question. So like, today was very hot, wasn't it? Right? Today was very hot, right? I was like, yes, it was very hot today. I think I might have got a little bit sunburned. ちょっと日焼けしちゃった。あなたは? How about you? I got a little bit sunburned today. How about you? All right. K Workshop says, did you know that the Takashimaya Beer Garden is already open? Yes, I did know. I checked. I checked online, and I saw that it was going to open on May 13th. So, yes. And I wish I could have gone this weekend, but I was a little busy and tired, and so this weekend was not good for me. But anyways, that's a great question, K Workshop. Perfect. Great job using did you know that the Takashimaya Beer Garden is already open? Yes. Perfect. Did you know? It's a good question. And then, have you gone to the Takashimaya Beer Garden yet? have you already gone to the Takashimaya Beer Garden this summer? No, I haven't gone yet. But I really want to go. I can't wait. I can't wait to go. But I'm hoping to go to the gym tonight and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm hoping to go 4 nights, and then on Thursday, I have a little party with my German classmates and teacher, and then Friday night, Saturday night, maybe no gym. I'm guessing no gym for me. But okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can always share a new question, share a question in the comments of this video, and sometimes I check the comments, and you can always share your question there. All right, well, that's the end of 外国語で楽しもう episode 7. Thanks so much for studying with me tonight. This show is every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe and join the show again. So, I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you next time. Nos vemos pronto, I think.